He'll be opposing St. Louis starting pitcher John Denny, 3-1 with a 0 ERA. Denny's having a pretty solid start to the season. If you saw my previous post, you saw that you may have heard that he pitched a no-hitter against the San Francisco Giants back on April 28th in a 1-0 pitcher's duel with John Montefiusco, John the Count Montefiusco. So we are here. We're going to be playing. We're playing on Digital Diamond here. We're going to be using the Statis Pro basic game with left-right splits, and we're about ready to get started. So let's do that. So batting first for the Cardinals is Lou Brock. So far this season, he's batting .313, no home runs, 3 RBIs. He's got 6 stolen bases, been caught stealing twice. Niekro looking in, and the pitch from Niekro is going to be BD. There's no one on base, so we'll go to the next card. And it's a Z. Now, I may have said this before or not, but I also, when I play this game, because the cards are generated dynamically, I use one card and play all of the results off of the same card unless it is required to pull a second card. So in this case, we've got a Z84. So that's going to be a check on the Z chart. So let's do that. And that is going to be consult injury table and draw new random number. So let's take a look here. Now also, injuries I will do for just the game, obviously, as we are using as played lineup. So if somebody gets injured and they're said to be injured for a number of games or for the rest of the game, I will honor that, but only for the rest of the game. So now that we've clarified that, let's draw the number. It's 31. 31 is going to be, let's see here on the injury chart. 31. Okay, here we go. 31 is going to be right fielder crashes into the wall. That's Ken Henderson. So Henderson is going to crash into the wall, and Brock is going to reach base on the double. So we've got it's going to be 2BF9. Okay, now all injuries require a player to miss more than just the present game. Okay, so let's take a look at Mr. Henderson. And hopefully I'm doing this right, but my guess is he's probably going to be injured for the rest of the game. But looks like he played in 133 games, so is a non-catcher position player. Okay, subtract 20 from the random draw. He's going to be injured for the rest of the game. So 24, that would have been 2 additional games, but no, in this case, he's going to have to come out of this contest. So Henderson is going to be coming out of the game. So we made that change. Tom Paciorek is going to come in to replace Ken Henderson in right field. And let's take a look here. Lou Brock on second. You got Vic Harris coming to the plate. Harris is batting .283 on the season with no home runs and 3 RBIs. And here's the pitch. 7. It's off of Niekro's card, 34. Niekro's going to strike Harris out. So Harris goes down on strikes. And that's going to bring up Bake McBride. Runner on second is Brock. Here's the pitch to McBride. It's 11. It's going to be off the batter's card at 28, and that's going to be a single to right. Error 9 to 10. No error on Pashorek. So Pashorek will come up with it, and Brock is probably going to try to score here. What are the chances he scores? Second to home against a 3-arm. He's a OBRA. Is he going to go for it? Yes, we're going to go for it. So it's going to be 11 to 56, and he's safe. The throw is 78. He's going to be out. Pashorek nails him at the plate. 1 or 2, X2. And McBride is a OBRC, so he's not going to advance or take second base. Not a bit of heads up running there by McBride. He's going to stay at first, and that'll bring up Ted Simmons. Pitch to Simmons is going to be 10 off of his card, 87. SNG1A, that's going to be a ground ball back to Niekro. He fires it to first, and Niekro gets out of the inning. So Niekro gets out of the inning after giving up that leadoff double that cost him his right fielder. And well, the Braves coming up with Roland Office leading off. He's batting .287 with 5 home runs and 12 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch. 2-5. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Lou Brock under it, makes the catch. And there's one away. And that'll bring up Jerry Royster. Royster is batting .296 on the season with 296 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. And the pitch, CD, no, not going to be there. It's an 11. 86 on the batter's card is an RN GX6. It's a ground ball to Kessinger. He's up with it, fires it to first, fairly on the bag. 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jimmy Wynn. Jimmy Wynn, batting .227, 3 home runs and 7 RBI. The pitch to Wynn is 5. It's going to be off the pitcher's card, 81. RP, there's a fly ball to center field. And Denny makes quick work of the Braves in the first. So we're going to be heading to the second with the score 0-0. So now Willie Crawford to lead things off here for the Cardinals. Crawford batting .147, has no home runs and an RBI on the season. Here's the pitch to Crawford. It's going to be on Niekro's card, and it's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. Pashorek has a beat on it. On the warning track, makes the catch, and there's 1 out. So 1 out here in the top of the first with Ron Fairley, left-handed first baseman, coming to bat here. He's batting .182 on the season with no home runs and no RBIs. And the pitch is going to be off of Fairley's card, 32, and he's going to hit a double into right field. So Pashorek will make the play, but Fairley is in to second with the double. And that's going to bring up Hector Cruz. Runner on second, nobody out. Niekro looking in. The pitch to Cruz. It's going to be off of the pitcher's card, an 85 RN. There's a fly ball to center. Let's take a look at what's going to happen here. Runner on second. Fly ball to center. No advancing on that. So Office will make the catch, and Cruz is retired. That'll bring up Don Kessinger. Pitch to Kessinger is off of Niekro's card, 71 SN. So it's going to be a ground ball to second. Perez up with it, fires it to Evans, and there's 3 away here. The Cardinals are retired in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Darrell Evans to lead things off here for the Braves. Evans is batting 145 this season with no home runs and 3 RBI. The pitch to Evans is going to be on Evans' card, 62. LN, it's an outrange G5. It's a ground ball to Cruz. Cruz is up with it, fires it to Fairley, 1 away. And now Tom Paciorek came on to replace Henderson, who was injured in the first inning after his battle with the right field wall, or fence, I should say. I think it's a fence. I don't remember, to be honest with you. So Paciorek is batting .306 on the season with 1 home run and 7 RBI. The pitch, BD, no. So 8 is going to be on Paciork's card, and there's a base hit to left field. Error check says no error, so Paciorek is on first. The first hit of the day for the Braves. So no hitter today for John Denny as he gives up a hit to Paciorek. That's going to bring up Biff Pocoroba. Let's see here. No action on the bases there. The pitch. It's going to be on Denny's card. It's going to be in the outrange, SN. G6. Error 5 to 10 now. Kessinger's going to make the play. This should be 2. Runner on first. G6 is going to be a double play. So Kessinger comes up with it, shovels it to Harris, who fires it to first for the double play. And just like that, Denny is out of the inning. So we're going to the third. Niekro back on the mound. It's going to be facing John Denny, Lou Brock, and Vic Harris here to start the third inning. And here's the pitch. The pitch to John Denny is going to be on Niekro's card in 18. It's going to be a base hit to right field. Oh, I'm going to say that even though I know this is Statis Pro and they have that great reduction chart, I decided to use the Digital Diamond fatigue system. Now, if a pitcher does become fatigued, then I'll institute whatever the rule is of that game for handling fatigue. So in this case, you stop reading off of the pitcher's card and you go directly to the batter's card. So that's how I handle things, unless the pitcher is really dealing, and got a good game going. Then I'm going to not adhere to the fatigue rule until I think it's necessary. I know it's a little subjective, but it's just the way that I've decided to play this. So we'll go back to the game. John Denny is on first. Lou Brock is up to bat here. And the pitch to Brock is going to be off of Niekro's card in the outrange, LN, and it's going to be a line drive to third. Royster makes the catch. Denny will get back to first. So there's 1 out here in the top of the first inning. That's going to bring up Vic Harris. Harris is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. 1 out here. Here's the pitch. The pitch to Harris is going to be on Harris's card. It's an 88. That's not good. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Rolling off his with the can of corn there and puts away Harris for the second out. So that's 2 outs now as we head to the next batter here, which is Bake McBride, or who is Bake McBride, I should say. Denny at first still, 2 out. The pitch to McBride. It's going to be on Niekro's card, 58. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Error check, no error there. Perez is going to toss it to Cheney for the force at second. And the Cardinals are retired in the third. So we're heading to the bottom of the third here. And it's going to be Marty Perez, Daryl Cheney, and Phil Niekro to bat here for the Braves against John Denny. Denny, has a 0 ERA so far this year. He's given up 6 runs, but none have been earned. So here's the pitch to Perez. 4. It's going to be on Denny's card, a 57. It's going to be out range. It's going to be a pop up to second. That's one of those. I'm sorry, pop up to the catcher. So Simmons makes the catch, and there's one away here in the bottom of the third. And that's going to bring up Daryl Cheney. Cheney so far this season is batting .250 with no home runs and 3 RBIs. The pitch to Cheney, it's going to be on Denny's card. It's going to be in the outrange SN. It's going to be a fly ball to left. And there's 2 away. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up Phil Niekro. Phil Niekro, the 37-year-old pitcher for the knuckleball throwing pitcher for the Braves, is batting .091 this year with a single RBI. Denny in the windup and the pitch. It's going to be on Niekro's card, a 71. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Ooh, he's an E7, but this is only E9 to 10, so Cruz is going to make the play, and that'll do it for the Braves here in the third. So 3 up, 3 down. Denny's faced the minimum so far, but he has given up 1 hit. So let's take a look around. Let's see if I have this enabled. See what's going on around the league. Let's see. Everything is a final. White Sox over the Orioles 1-0. Red Sox over the Royals 2-1. These are all American League scores right now. The Angels defeat the Yankees 6-2. The Twins 5-3 winner over the Tigers. The Rangers 3-2 over the struggling and continuing to struggle Milwaukee Brewers. And Cleveland 6-4 win over the A's. They've taken the first 2 games in that series. The Cubs beat the Dodgers and their 8-game winning streak. It's a 2-1 win in Chicago. You got the Reds beating the Mets 4-3. You got the Phillies 3-2 winners over the Astros, and the Giants 6-2 winners over the Pirates. So Ted Simmons to lead things off here in the 4th inning against Phil Niekro. Niekro has pitched 3 innings, given up 4 hits, no runs, struck out 1. And here's the pitch. The pitch to Simmons is 10. It's going to be on Simmons' card of 35. That's going to be a double. Double to right. So Simmons reaches with a leadoff double. It's the second leadoff double of the game for the Cardinals. I think it's their 3rd double of the game. And that's going to bring up Willie Crawford with Simmons at second and nobody out. Let's see here. No, okay. Willie Crawford, 0 for 1 in the game, flied out to right his first time up. And the pitch to Crawford is going to be a 5.77. It's going to be an out. LN. It's a line drive to second. Simmons will get back to the bag. Perez makes the play. It's one away here in the top of the 4th. Simmons at second still. Ron Fairley, he doubled his first time up. He's coming up against Niekro here. The pitch to Fairley is going to be on his card at 38, and that's going to be ball 4. So he draws the walk. And we got runners on first and second now. And that'll bring up Hector Cruz. We'll see if there's any action on the base paths here with Cruz coming up or at bat. So let's see. No. Here's the pitch to Cruz. 6 is going to be on Niekro's card. It's going to be a single to center with 1 out, and we're only going to get runners advancing 90 feet. So the base hit by Cruz to center will load the bases, and that'll bring up Don Kessinger with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Bases loaded. Kessinger up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the game. Grounded out to second his first time up. Denny's on deck, I should say. Here's the pitch from Niekro, and Niekro strikes him out, gets him looking. Kessinger goes down on strikes, and now Niekro is just 1 batter away from getting out of this jam with John Denny coming to the plate. And here's the pitch, 7. It's in the out range, PG4. Oops. That's going to be hit to Perez in the hole. He'll shovel it to Cheney for the force at second, and the inning is over. So Niekro gets out of the jam, and that's going to move us along to the 4th inning. Excuse me. And that'll bring Roland Office up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Office. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to left his first time up. It's in the pitcher's, it's an out range here, so that's going to be a fly ball now to right field. Crawford underneath it makes the play, and that's 1 out. Denny is moving along here. He's faced the minimum 10 batters so far. He's facing now Jerry Royster. Royster is 0 for 1, grounded out to short his first time up to bat. The pitch to Royster is going to be on his card. It's going to be an infield hit. So Royster will reach base on the single on the infield hit. So 1 out, and that's going to bring up Jimmy Wynn here. Okay. The pitch to Wynn is going to be 7, 82. It's going to be an out. RP is a fly ball to center field. And Wynn is retired. So Royster heads back to first. Now 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Darrell Evans. Evans is 0 for 1 in the game. Grounded out to third his first time up. He's really struggled at the plate this year. Let's see what he can do now. The pitch, 5, 82. It's going to be an out. LN, G6A. It's going to be a ground ball to Kessinger. He'll fire it to Fairley for the out at first, and we have played 4 now here in Atlanta. 0-0 score. Good pitcher's duel going. Niekro has kind of walked a high wire act so far, though. He's allowed 7 base runners. He struck out 2, but he's still been able to hold the Cardinals to no runs. And so Lou Brock will be leading things off here. Brock is 1 for 2 with a double in the game. And here's the pitch to Brock, 6:35. And Brock strikes out. Got him looking. That's the 3rd K on the day for Phil Niekro. And that'll bring up Vic Harris, who is 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out and flied out to center. The pitch is going to be an 8. It's going to be on Harris's card, 84. And that's going to be a fly ball to deep center field. Office will backtrack onto the warning track, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out in the inning. So there's 2 outs. Niekro with a quick 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And that's going to bring up Bake McBride, 1 for 2 in the game. Single and also reach base on a fielder's choice. The pitch to McBride is going to be on his card, 75. It's going to be a line drive to second, caught by Perez, and that'll end the top of the 5th. So we have an official game here with no leader, but it's a 0-0 game. We've played 4.5 innings. And that's going to bring up, for the Braves will have up in the bottom of the 5th, Tom Paciorek, Biff Pocoroba and Marty Perez. So Pashork is 1 for 1, singled his first time up. Here's the pitch. It's on Denny's card, 81, RN. Be a ground ball to second. Harris is up with it, fires it to Fairley, and there's one away. That'll bring up Biff Pocoroba now. Pocoroba 0 for 1, batting .295 on the season. The pitch is 6.27 on the pitcher's card, is a strikeout. So Denny, with his first strikeout of the game, gets Perez. Gets Pocoroba, and now he'll face Marty Perez here in the bottom of the fifth. 0-0 game between the Cardinals and the Braves. Denny in the windup. Here's the pitch. The pitch is going to be 5.85. It's RN. He's an RN. It's a line drive to third, and Cruz makes the play. And we've played 5 here in Atlanta. Both teams 8-12 on the season. 0-0 tie through 5 innings. And Niekro heads back out onto the mound to face Ted Simmons, batting .347 on the season. He's 1 for 2 today with a double. And the pitch to Simmons is going to be on his card at 28. And that is going to be a drive into the gap in left field. It's going to get by Wynn and to the wall. But he'll make the play with Simmons, not the fleetest of foot, going into second with a leadoff double. So another double for Simmons. That's his second of the game, and that's a fourth, I believe, for the Cardinals. So man on second and nobody out, and Willie Crawford coming to bat here. The pitch to Crawford. It's on his card. It's a 44, and Crawford's going to walk. So Crawford draws the walk. We got runners on first and second now. Niekro once again in a jam. First and second, nobody out, and Ron Fairley coming to bat. Fairley's 1 for 1. He walked his last time up. The pitch to Fairley. BD. It's an 11. It's going to be a double. Another double for the Cardinals. And this time, this is going to clear the bases. It's a no-out double by Ron Fairley. And we're going to go 1-3. And just like that, the Cardinals cash in the runners on base and take a 2-0 lead here against the Braves. So Fairley, who came into the game, really kind of not impressive numbers at the plate, is now 2 for 3 in the game with 2 RBIs. And that's going to bring up Hector Cruz. The pitch from Niekro to Cruz is another BD rating, 36. That's out of his range, so that's not going to be anything happening there. So 6. It's on Niekro's card, a 17. That's a base hit to center. Now that's going to score. He's an OBRC, so that is going to score the runner from second. So Fairley is going to round third and come on home, and Cruz is at first with a single. Cruz is now 2 for 3 in the game. And now the Cardinals have now opened up a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. And nobody out still. So it's going to bring up Don Kessinger. No. The pitch to Kessinger is 8. So it's going to be on Kessinger's card, 72. That's going to be in the out range. SN, that's a fly ball to center field. Roland Office will make the catch. And there's one away. And now John Denny, suddenly the benefactor of 3 runs here in the top of the 6th, is coming to bat with a man on first. Now for Denny, Denny's gonna he's gonna bunt here. So let's take a look. Sacrifice chart. He's a B on the sack chart. So let's draw the card. It's a 53. That's going to be bunt down to third. Royster's only play is going to be to first. And Denny's retired. Cruz moves to second on the successful sacrifice. Nice bit of bunting there by John Denny. And that'll bring up Lou Brock now. Lou Brock, runner on second. The pitch to Brock is going to be on Niekro's cards at 28, and Niekro strikes him out. So Brock will be the third out of the inning, and we're heading to the bottom of the sixth. It's 3-0. We're going to see Cheney, Niekro, and Office. Don't think. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a little early to make a pitching change here. We'll have to take a look at what the situation is in the bullpen for the Braves. Okay, so Darrell Cheney's up to bat. The pitch to Cheney is going to be on his card, 85. It's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. There's one out. And Niekro's going to bat. We're going to let Phil Niekro come to the plate here. He's out for one in the game. A wily veteran. Let's see what he can do here. It's going to be on Niekro's card. An 8, 26, and that's going to be a drive into the right field gap. That's going to get to the wall. And Niekro is going to have a double. So good thing they didn't lift him for the pinch hitter. Niekro goes into second with a double. Crawford gets the ball, fires it in the infield. Niekro's at second, one out. And Roland Office now coming to bat with one out. And here's the pitch to Office. 11, no, 16. That's a base hit to center. So Niekro's a C. He's a C. McBride is a T3. So that's 11 to 46. Let's see. Do the check to see if he's going to run. And Niekro is going to try to score. They're going to wave him home with one out here. Probably not the best decision by the third base coach, but it is the decision. So let's see here. Let me make sure I got this right. T3. So 11 to 46, he's safe. Anything above that, he's out. So base hit to center. Niekro is rounding third. The throw is in time. He's out at the plate. So, wow. Third base coach is going to get a talking to after this game, or he's going to have to answer a lot of questions about that. So 2 runners thrown out on the base paths today. Office also doesn't try to advance, and he's still at first base. So there's 2 outs now as Niekro is nailed at the plate trying to score, and that's going to bring up Jerry Royster, man on first. The pitch to Royster is going to be an infield hit for Royster. So we got runners at first and second now with Jimmy Wynn coming to the plate, the tying run. Denny now a little bit of trouble here. He got bailed out with that great throw by Bake McBride. But this is going to bring up Jimmy Wynn. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The pitch to Wynn. CD. Let's see. Oh, this is probably not going to be good for the Braves here. So it looks like McBride is a 4. So he's a 4. Outfielder. Okay, so let's see. The number is a 32. So that is going to be a great catch of a line drive. Any runner on third is out trying. That's going to end the inning. But a great catch by Bake McBride. McBride really showing off his his skills in the outfield in this half inning. He throws out a runner at the plate and then makes a great diving catch to end the inning with runners on first and second. So stellar defense by the Cardinals being shown here in the top of the sixth, namely by Bake McBride. So we're heading now to the seventh inning. Phil Niekro back out on the mound. He's going to be facing Harris, McBride, and Simmons. The pitch to Vic Harris is going to be a base hit to right field. Pashorik's over to get the ball. Harris is at first now, with Bake McBride coming up to bat. Let's see here. Now the pitch to McBride. Runner on first. Niekro once again lets a leadoff runner on base. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit to left. That's going to get Harris to third. It's in the base hit into the gap. Harris will round second and go to third. And now we got runners on first and third with nobody out. And Ted Simmons coming to bat. Here's the pitch to Simmons. Well, let's take a look at something here. Let me see. Looks like Bake McBride is going to try to steal second base against Pocoroba. Yes, he is. So on the pitch, McBride is going. And actually, he's not going. He doesn't get the jump, so he's not going. So he's not going to be stealing. He tried to get the jump, but he was unable to. So now here's the pitch to Simmons. And there's another base hit to left. Another base hit into the gap. McBride will go to third. Simmons is at first now with Crawford coming to bat. Nobody out. And I think we're going to go to the bullpen here. Unfortunately, we left Niekro in. He got the double. We got yanked. He got thrown out at home, and probably, who knows? Maybe sending him that extra base might have emptied his gas tank here. So yes. So the Braves are going to go to the left-hander, Roger Moret, or Moret. I'm not sure. I think it's Moret. He's going to be coming in to face Crawford, the lefty. And we got runners on first and third, nobody out. And really, the Cardinals are threatening to blow this game open here. Here's the Murray's has an ERA of 4.5 so far this season. He's 0-1. And here's the pitch to Crawford. It's going to be on Crawford's card. And Crawford is going to triple. This is going to be he greets Moret with a triple to center field. And just like that, it's now 6-0 Cardinals. That's going to bring up Ron Fairley. So 3 runs here in the top of the sixth, along with 3 in the last inning, have really kind of blown this game wide open here. Ron Fairley coming up to bat now. The pitch to Fairley. It's on Fairley's card, a 78 LN. It's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Cheney is underneath it, makes the catch, and there's one away. So Murray comes in and gives up a triple to the first batter he faces, and that ends the day for Phil Niekro. So now Hector Cruz, 2 for 3 in the game with an RBI. The pitch is it's a BD, no, 42 is out of his range. So the next pitch is 10-21. That's going to be a triple. So back-to-back triples here by the Cardinals, and that makes it a 7-0 game. So Cruz is on third. Kessinger coming up to bat. The Cardinals have 7 runs on 14 hits today. Here's the pitch. It's on Kessinger's card. It's a 55 SN. It's going to be a ground ball to third, or second, I'm sorry. Perez up with it, fires it to Evans. There's 2 outs, and that's going to bring up John Denny. John Denny pitching another great game today. Here's the pitch to Denny. It's on Denny's card, 56. Struck him out. So Denny goes down on strikes. Moraes gets out of the inning, but not before the Cardinals add 5 runs to their score, and they now lead 8-0. 14 hits in the game for the Cards. So Denny's back out there to face Evans. And let's see here. The pitch to Evans is going to be 7 on Denny's card. 27 is a strikeout. So Evans goes down on strikes. That's just the second K for Denny today, but he's now gone 6 1/3 with no runs and 5 hits. So Tom Paciorek now up to the plate. Paciorek, it's on Denny's card. It's in the out range. RN, GX6. It's a ground ball down to Kessinger. He fires it to Fairley for the second out. That's going to bring up Biff Pocoroba. So Pocoroba 0 for 2 today. Grounded into a double play and struck out. 8-34. It's on his card, and that means he walks. So Pocoroba walks. And that's going to bring up now Marty Perez to face John Denny. Marty Perez 0 for 2 today. The pitch, Denny's card is an 81. It's in the outrange. RN is a fly ball to center field. And that's going to do it for the Cardinals here the Braves here in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the 8th. Cardinals leading 8-0. So Morey's back on the mound to face Lou Brock, Vic Harris, and Bake McBride. And the pitch to Lou Brock is going to be on Brock's card. 87 is going to be a ground ball to short. Cheney up with it, fires it to first. There's 1 out. That's going to bring up Vic Harris now. 1 out, nobody on base. It's on Murray's card. 71 is going to be an out. SN is a fly ball to right field, and Harris is retired. Okay, so McBride will be coming up here. I wanted to check something here. How many times did the Cards have the leadoff runner on? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of the 7 innings heading into the 8th, they had gotten the leadoff runner on base, or the leadoff hitter got on base. So yeah, tough way to try and win a game is by letting the other team get on base, their first batter, that many times, and it came back to bite the Braves. So McBride up to bat now. Z, okay, so it's a Z rating. So let's take a look at the Z chart. It's going to be a 21. This should be interesting. Let's see what it is. Skies break loose. A downpour and game is held up. Obtain a new random number. Let's get that new random number. 57. Okay. 11 to 38, game is rained out. 41 to 68, game is resumed after a long delay, but a new pitcher must be inserted. So, okay, so there we go. So after a lengthy rain delay, we're going to have some changes in the both teams as far as as pitchers are concerned. So I will let's see. Let me take care of that. So after the rain delay, looks like Bruce Del Canton is coming in for the Braves. Del Canton has a 2-2 record so far this season with a 4.91 ERA. He'll be facing Bake McBride here. Also, Del Canton will go into the number 7 spot in the lineup. Lee Lacy is replacing forget who was at second base, but he's replacing him and batting in the number 9 spot. So here we go. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Del Canton with the pitch to McBride, and it is a ground ball to second. Lacy gets tested as soon as he's put in the game, and he will make the play at first, and that will end the top of the 8th. So we head to the 9th or bottom of the 8th with the score 8-0. 8-0 Cardinals over the Braves. So the Cardinals are going to go to the bullpen, bring in Mike Prawley, closing the day on John Denny, who goes 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no earned runs, obviously, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and continues on. We're already into the month of May, and he has an ERA still of 0.00. So pretty impressive start to the season by John Denny. So for the Braves, we'll have Darrell Chaney coming up to bat against Prawley, followed by Lacy and then Roland Office. So here's the pitch. Pitch is going to be a ground ball to second. Vic Harris is up with it, fires it to first. There's 1 away. And that's going to bring up Lee Lacy. Lacy's batting .347 on the season. He's coming in as a double switch, part of the double switch that the Braves did after the rain delay earlier. So Lacy coming up to bat, like I said, batting .347, 1 home run, and 10 RBIs on the season. The pitch to Lacy is a fly ball into right field, and Crawford will make the catch for the second out. That's going to bring up Roland Office. Office is 1 for 3 today. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Mike Prawley dealing, and the pitch is going to be a 38. That's going to be a home run for Roland Office. And he is just having an incredible start to the season with his 6th home run. Looking at his real life statistics here, he played 99 games and he hit 5 home runs or 4 home runs in the season. So he's already surpassed that. That's interesting. So Office gets the Braves on the board with his solo shot here in the bottom of the 8th, and the score is now 8-1. Jerry Royster to batting 2. He's 2 for 3 today. And the pitch is going to be on Royster's card, 82. It's going to be RN. It's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher. He's an E0. To 3-10 would be an error, but he's not. He's a 0. So probably makes the play, fires it to first, and the inning is over. So the Braves get one back. They now trail 8-1 here in the after 8 innings. So we're heading to the 9th. It'll be Simmons, Crawford, and Fairley for the Cardinals. So the pitch to Ted Simmons, it's going to be on Del Canton's card. It's going to be in the outrange, SN. It'll be a ground ball to first. Darrell Evans is up with it, takes it to the bag himself, and Simmons is retired. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Willie Crawford coming up to bat. Crawford 1 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. He tripled back in, I think it was the 7th inning, part of that 5-run outburst by the Cardinals. So the pitch is going to be on Crawford's card, 82. It's going to be the outrange, and he hits a fly ball to center field. Office underneath it, makes the catch. There's 2 away. Now Ron Fairley. Fairley's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He has 2 doubles today. The pitch to Fairley, 10-86, is going to be a pop-up to short. And Fairley is retired. So that'll do the Cardinals. That'll do it for the Cardinals in the top of the 9th. And we head to the bottom of the 9th. The Braves looking to stage a monumental comeback here, trailing by 7. And Mike Prawley back out on the mound to face Jimmy Wynn, Darrell Evans, and Tom Paciorek. So the pitch to Wynn is going to be strike 3 called. Wynn goes down on strikes. There's 1 away. In the bottom of the 9th inning for the Braves, it's going to bring up Darrell Evans. Evans is 0 for 3 today. The pitch on Evans' card, and it's going to be strike 3 call. I'm sorry. He went down on strikes swinging, so that's going to be 2 outs here. Evans goes 0 for 4 in the game, and that'll bring up Tom Paciorek, 1 for 3. Braves are down to their last out here. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a base hit to center field for Tom Paciorek. So Paciorek's on with a single. And it's going to bring up Biff Pokerova here. Probably is going to be fatigued here, but I'm going to leave him in. It's a big enough lead. Why burn any arms in the bullpen? So Pokerova. So we'll be reading directly off of Pokerova's card. 45 is going to be an out, SN, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field, and the ball game is over. So that is going to be it here from Atlanta, where the Cardinals beat the Braves 8-1. Cardinals now move to 9-12 on the season. The Braves dropped to 8-13, and like I said, that's going to do it. So thank you for tuning in. Please do hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will be coming back at you soon. Have a great day. Thank you.